And finally, dear students, in this video you are going to see a training exercise reviewing some statistical ideas, and by the end of that video we are going to learn or to be taught how to find the mean and the standard deviation using the calculator. So we are going to use the calculator you see here in order to find the mean and the standard deviation. And let's start by our example. This table shows the ages of 10 teenagers in a scholastic team. Here we have the ages going from 12, 14, 15, 17. The frequency of those whose age is 12 is 3, 14 goes to 2, 15 goes to 4, and 17 goes to 1. The total is 10. Now I'm going here to ask you a question. If you remember, what's the population and its size? Determine the population. Who remembers what's the population? So again, this table shows the ages of 10 teenagers in a scholastic team. So the population is the set of teenagers. Its size is the total number, which is here 10. Now the variable, what's the variable under study? It is in this row. The age of each teenager is the variable. The values of this variable or the modalities of this variable are 12, 14, 15, and 17. So these are what we call the values or the modalities. While the variable is the age of each student, and its kind, the kind of the variable is here, of course, quantitative, because it's concerning numbers. Now, use the calculator to find the mean and the standard deviation. Finally, we reached that part. So let's get ready and let's use the calculator. Here is the calculator you usually use. And let's start. What should we do? First of all, you should press Shift, Mode, go by the arrow down, and search for everything related to statistics. Here, as you see, there is the number 4, so you press 4. Now the calculator asks you the frequency on or off. Of course, we need the frequency in order to introduce the data. So we press 1, that's referring to on. Now we turned on the frequency in order to enter this data. Now again, mode, we follow everything related to statistics. Here it's written 3. So we press mode, then we press 3. Then we follow what's related to statistics. There are a lot of functions here, but what's related to statistics is the variable, which is corresponding to 1. So I press 1. Then now we are going to enter the data. So how to enter the data? Here, the first value is 12, then 14, then 15, then 17. So we enter the values, then we enter the frequencies. So we start 12. We press equal to go to the next line. Then 14. We press equal. So here we are just introducing the data. We are not calculating any of the median or the standard deviation. We are just introducing the data. Now 15. Equal, and finally 17 and equal. Then we move by the arrow to this side and we move upwards to reach 12, the first value. That's corresponding to the frequency, which is a 3. So we press 3, then equal, then 2, then equal, then 4, equal, and finally 1, that's corresponding to 17, equal. Now, by this step, we just introduce the values into the calculator. Now we press AC, we press Shift, we press 1, and we search for anything related to statistics, which is variable. So we press 4, and here we go with X bar and sigma. So this is the symbol of sigma we usually use. It's like this. We use it like this. It's on the calculator like this. So here is X bar. The number corresponding to X bar is 2, so we just press 2 on the calculator and equal to get 14.1. So X bar equals 14.1. The mean as I told you previously, is not necessarily a value between them, among them. It's not necessarily a value among them, but it must be a value between them from 12 to 17, and that's logical. Now, how to find sigma, which is the standard deviation? We press AC again, shift 1, 4 corresponding to the variable, and here is the number corresponding to sigma, which is 3. We press a 3 and equal, and here comes the standard deviation sigma, which is 1.5779, etc. We usually round it to the nearest hundredths, so we are going to round 7 to get 1 approximately, or mostly equal to 1.58. So sigma equals 1.58 and x bar equals 14.1. So sigma is 1.5779, etc. When we round it to the hundredths, to the nearest hundredths, it becomes 1.58 because 7 is greater than 5. And by this, we learned how to find the mean and the standard deviation using the calculator.